And my background was in the fitness industry. I was a personal trainer and I was a national competitive bodybuilder 24 years ago. And life changes, you know, you get older, you have kids, you know, I got away from working out in fitness. So, you know, I had my need and Xyngular took care of me for that. But you know what, I'm going to do this because I don't do this often and she don't come with me often. So I do want to have my wife come up really quick and just be up here with me. So, but this is
why I don't come. Just saying.
But this is Carrie. We've been married. It'll be 21 years September 14th, so we're coming up on our 21st anniversary. Anyway, so I'm going to kind of share my story and how this has worked for me. And then what's most important is that we're going to hear from other people in the room that some have been on the products, I think just 15 days. Sarah, is that about right? 15 days. Just met her last night. And then other people have been on the products for 28 months or so. People like Mike Bartell and Tom Gillis, Troy Alexander. You know, that's kind of the core group that came through. You know, when I first started, you know, I called those guys and said, you got to hear what I'm doing. So on this Ignite system, Jim's going to talk about people lose 6 to 15 pounds in the first 8 days. And I lost 11. But what was important is my appetite was under control and I felt amazing. And you know, I just say this, at 44 years old, I could barely tie my shoe. It was crazy how that caught up with me. I was tired all the time, you know, and that was crazy. I was falling asleep at 8 o'clock at night, you know, wasting away, I felt. And now, in 90 days, on a 90-day transformation, I was down 36 pounds, 6 inches in my waist, now down 40 pounds, 9 inches off my waist. And right now, I'm actually in the best shape I've been in 19 years. And so I'm excited about that, how it's affected me, and then we've turned that into an amazing business. Change has changed our lives, right, Carrie? She likes that part of it. She spends more money than I make right now, but it's okay. I'm just kidding. She's a shopper. Any ladies in here like to shop? Yeah. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. But, so what I'm going to do, before we bring Jim up, I'm going to go ahead and have some people come up. So I know there's people here. I don't know everybody I know Sarah, I'm going to have you come up. But Troy Alexander, kind of my core group, Tommy Gillis, Mike Bartell, Brenda, feel free to come up if you want. And then once you guys, come on up now, you guys, when I call you up. Sarah, come on up here. Kelly Harris, put the iPad down. Come on up here. And then, Marion, please come on up. So just kind of line up here and do this. Sarah, I'm actually going to have you start first since you're the one that's been on the project just 15 days. And then Lori Reynolds, please come on up. Come up and share your story. Lori Ulrich, please come on up. And I don't know if there's anybody, is there anybody else that has been on the product that has lost more than 20 pounds or so? Please raise your hand because I'll have you come up. You come on up. Oh, Jim! Jim is the #1 policeman in the city of Washington. So he's going to come up here. Come on up and get in line. So what I want you to do is we're just going to take, this is what I want to say. Jim will talk to you about this. It's not just about weight loss. It's about feeling great. It's about quality of health, energy, and just overall wellness. Because it's important to have quality of life. So what we're going to do, everybody, is we're going to take just a quick minute, 30 seconds to a minute. Share your story. If you got a story on the business side, do that too. And a lot of you guys do. So I'll go ahead and Sarah, and just say where you're from. Sarah from Washington. Okay, great.
I'm 35 years old. I can make this fast. 5 years ago, kind of went downhill. Lost my father, lost my grandmother. Got my arm smashed, nerve damage. I've had maybe 20 epidural spine injections since then. Hysterectomy, had 2 within a year. It's like I've constantly had something going on. I take medicines every day. I feel like I can't even get out of bed. I'm like I'm 35. I have 2 kids. I have a 15-year-old and a 7-year-old, and it's just like I'm newlywed. Back then, 5 years ago, how am I getting through this? I wish I would have known about this product then, because I feel amazing. In 15 days, I've lost 20 pounds plus. I was a healthy 14. I just got these 12s and they're getting big. So it's amazing. It's exciting. So.
All right. One of my best buddies right here, Tom Gillis. I'll let him share his story.
Well, has anybody ever heard of Kickapoo? Because that's where I'm from. Huge suburb of Chicago. My background's in sports. I played at Indiana State University and was drafted by the New York Yankees in 1984. Turned that into a career for about 8 years and ended up pitching in the major leagues with the Toronto Blue Jays. I'll say this much from that standpoint, I wish they had these kind of products when I was playing ball because I feel amazing. I just turned 50 about a week and a half ago, and I feel better than I did 15 years ago. And when Fred called me, I was overweight, I was really low on energy, I had some back issues. I got on the Global Blend. I had not been to a chiropractor for 29 months, so that saved me a lot of money. And on the Ignite program, I lost 14 pounds, 3 inches off my waist, and 1 inch off my thighs in 8 days. And after about 120 days, I was down 31 pounds, and I've been able to keep it off for the majority of the time. So, love it.
All right, Tommy.
My name is Troy Alexander, and I've been fortunate to known Fred for several years, 25 years. And I spent a 23-year career as an investment advisor. And when Fred called me on this, I saw the need in the marketplace for what the company had put together. Got on it, you know, eight days, lost 12 pounds. You know, committed to that 90-day challenge that we keep talking about. You got to commit to 90 days, not 8. It's got to be 90. And because it didn't take us 8 days to get where we're at, it's going to take us, you know, a good 90 days to transform. And I just started sharing it with people. And I actually walked away in January 2010 from a 23-year career as an advisor to focus purely on building this because, I mean, look what we got here. I mean, this thing's happening all over the place. But to sit there to look at what's happened, 22 pounds, 4 inches, 100 points off my cholesterol, you know, walked away from a career. We're nipping at executive director status right now. We just about got it there last month. We're going to get it this month. And the lives that, so many people's lives that have been changed and transformed, that is so powerful to be able to have those stories come and what a great company, great products. And Jim, thank you so much for, you know, coming to Peoria. We're going to blow Peoria up.
I do want to say something about Troy. You know, we've known each other for a long time. His mom is one of my favorite stories. You know, she's in her mid-60s, right? She lost 52 pounds, 5 dress sizes. But more importantly, she came off of 4 or 5 medications she was on for 8 years. And, you know, she's just doing awesome. And that is, and I thought you'd share that, but I love her story. So, Mike Bartell.
Yeah, my name is Mike Bartell. I was introduced to the company by Tommy Gillis. There it is, back there. And for me, first 2 weeks I lost 14 pounds. I started feeling really good. I had never done any of this type of business before. I spent a lot of time learning about it to begin with. After I saw the results, I started kind of getting involved. And, you know, you know how that went.
I do.
But anyway, we've been fortunate. Anybody that looks around Xyngular, when you see any of the Latinos or Dr. Troy or Canada, and all these folks, that's my group. And, you know, with the help that we've had and the backing with Tommy and Troy, even though Troy and I are not in the same line,